So I think I perfected Equinox. These two Archon shards give me casting speed. They don't increase my health or shield or anything. The only thing they increase is the speed at which I can actually cast my abilities. In the meantime, there's enemy radar. I could not figure out what to put here for the aura slot, so I just put this here because I thought seeing enemies from further away was way more useful. I have fast deflection and vigilante vigor so that my shield recharges super duper quick, because I'm going to be relying upon the ability Pacify and Provoke, which will reduce the enemy's damage dealt to me. And with the augment mod, Peaceful Provocation, I will literally slow down the enemies as well. Therefore, I will give my shield time to recharge. Not only that, but whenever my shield takes damage, it applies to Pacify and Provoke, slowing them down even more. I have Stretch and Augur Reach to give me more range, specifically because I don't want to sacrifice ability strength, and the only other mod that gives me range is Cunning Drift, which I can't use, specifically because when I go to my ability strength, it's 200%, which is the maximum I can have to get the most out of Pacify and Provoke. Because I can't increase the slow speed above 80%, and either strength from Peaceful Provocation, the augment mod, or the ability itself, Pacify and Provoke, has a cap on how much I can increase. So I'm pretty sure the ability Pacify and Provoke will let me go above 40 ability strength, and the augment Peaceful Provocation will cap me at 30. It doesn't matter. Point is, I'm getting less. I'm getting diminishing returns. I'm not getting the amount that I put into it when I have more than 200 ability strength. Fleeting Expertise. Because my ability duration is reduced by 60, and then Transient Fortitude reduces it by 27.5, and that makes Silence have a 3.75 second duration. For those of you who don't know, Silence stuns for 2 seconds. And after it stuns for 2 seconds, it remains active. But the thing is, you can't recast it to stun them again. Having super duper low duration fixes that. And not only that, but Pacify and Provoke is completely unaffected by duration. Now, to be honest with you, I haven't found a scenario where a duration makes like the biggest deal ever. But efficiency makes the biggest deal, because efficiency reduces the amount of energy you burn per enemy caught in there. So this is nothing but a win-win. Now, I do have Power Drift to give me the extra 15% so I can reach 20, because 55 plus 30 is 85. You need 15 to get to 200, which is 20 also, as I said earlier. I pretended that I was cheap. Arcane Victory, Multi-Reconstruct. Arcane Victory cost 15 platinum. Oh, that's down from 20. And it literally gives you a 75% chance to heal 3 health, 3% maximum health per second for 9 seconds. So 75% chance for regenerating 27% max health over 9 seconds. And then there's Multi-Reconstruct. This costs 25 platinum. So you're spending 40 plat for both of these mods. Every time you cast an ability, you gain 6 times the energy as health. I know that ain't much. I know it's not much. But Silence got a whole bunch for me, so hey. And I can spam Silence. So I have the Archoplasmor, which is super duper cheap. Everybody can get it. There's no Archon. I'm keeping this because I'm still in the middle of working out this Lato. Yes. I'm actually working on making this something that everybody can use. Poor, rich, and maximized players. But let's see what this is like. This is Interception. I can stay for like a round or two, right? Yeah, I can stay for like a round or two. I've been talking for less than 5 minutes. Now, the aura... A peaceful provocation works very simple. Then I use my silence to basically stop them from attacking to give me time to actually recharge my shield. As I was saying, the aura of peaceful provocation is very simple. The closer they are to you, the more of your slow and the more of your damage reduction they feel. And it's split into 4 different quarters. The first quarter, which is closest to you, they get 100% of the slow. The second quarter, which is the second closest, they get 75%. The third quarter is 50%, and the fourth quarter is 25% of all your applied status or applied abilities effects. So the closer they are to you, the less they do. I could go down there and stop it right now. I'm not going to do it, though. Hit me. Hit me. Be rough. Hit me. I can't let that slide. I pull out the Archiplasmor whenever a drone is actually visible. Resource blessing, resource drop chance, affinity blessing, credit blessing. Okay, that's fine. Once you reach 50%, that's when you really, really, really start to see the slow kick in. Okay, no, I need to actually make the Arca do more damage. I have to relearn how to build Poor again. I'm used to being, I mean, I remember what it's like to be a new player, but like, remembering how I built Poor is going to be another thing in and of itself. But as I was saying, once you get above 50% slow, just like ability duration, each percent after that is going to give you increasing returns. So the slow at 20% is not that noticeable. The slow at 30 is kind of noticeable. 40, yeah, you can notice it, but 50% is when they're moving at half the speed. And once you get at 50%, that's basically going to be increasing the strength of every point of slow by more than 100%. So 50 to 51% is going to be much more noticeable than 49 to 50%. 53% to 54% is going to be more noticeable than 32% to 33%. Remember, at 50%, they're cut in half. Before 50%, they're still on the faster end. It's a logarithmic equation that I know a lot of you don't care about. All you need to know is that once they hit 50% slow, you're now going to be getting more than double the returns, because 50% in 100 is half. And if you do the inverse, 50% fits into 100 2 times. So everything above that, well, let's put it like this. At 60%, you're left with 40 remainder. And 40 can fit into 100 more than 2 times. 30 can fit into 100 more than 3 times. 80 can fit into 100, well, 20 can fit into 100 more than 4 times. You see that? Because 80% leaves them at 20% of their maximum speed, 20% fits into 105 times. 75% leaves them at 25% speed, 25% fits into 104 times. And then, of course, 66%, or 65, for those of you who don't want to go through all the details, can fit to 100. Well, I mean, we'll leave them with 33% speed left. And that'll basically fit into 103 times. So yeah, once you reach 50%, it's game over. And then watch this. Stun. They're still stunned, by the way. They're still stunned. Stun. They're still stunned. I have all this time. I have all this time. They're still stunned. Stun. Now for Eximus units, they're not going to be stunned, okay? The Eximus units will not be stunned as long as they have Overguard. But don't worry, don't worry. Don't worry. If your silence is active, which is only 3 seconds for this build, by the way. If your silence is active, the Xmas units can't make an ice bubble, they can't make a fire explosion, they can't make green lasers, they can't do anything for the duration of your silence, as long as they're within the radius. Now, there's another version of this build where you make use of the duration. And that's a more supportive role because you're basically covering the backs of your teammates. You're making sure no Xmas can do something stupid. As far as this going to level cap, I have not the slightest damn clue. I don't do level cap because I just don't have that time. And even if I did, I'm pretty sure like doing invasions would give me more than level cap. I mean, they all left, so hey. Oh, by the way, how much time I got left? I want to show you something real quick. I want to show you something really, really quick. Where are you at? Here we go. I'm choosing Steel Path because the enemies do more damage. I gotta hurry too. I got like 2 minutes left. Don't worry, you will definitely see this. It's better if I just show you. This is good enough. This is good enough. I am keeping an eye on my Kubro because it could be digging up energy like right now. I got time left. I got like 60 seconds. Watch this. Watch, 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 watch. You can slow the boss. You like that, don't you? I'm not going to be doing any damage because I haven't built for it, but yeah, you can slow bosses. It's basically Gloom, but better because you're not capped at 10 enemies. Don't get me wrong. Gloom is very good because it's a 95% slow or 90 something. But with Equinox, there's no limit. There is no limit. And I wanted to show you that because I think that showing you is better than trying to explain. You can slow bosses. And yes, it works for the Stalker and his acolytes. Also, can I remember what I'm thinking real fast? If you have Nova, if you have Nova, well, Equinox can override Nova's speed up. So Nova can speed them up, and when they get close enough, Equinox will slow them back down. That's seriously how this works. If you have a higher slow than Nova's speed, oh yeah, you will notice that immediately. If you have something that's similar, it'll do some math. But if you have a higher slow than Nova's speed up, yeah, it'll do that. Like you could farm really, really hard like that.